God's love is expressed, it's revealed in our prosperity.
It is God's desire to prosper his children. 3 John 2, the Bible says, "Beloved, I pray that you may prosper in all things and be in health, just as your soul prospers." But there's a problem. Is this prosperity meant to oppress each other? I think this message is more relevant to ministers of God. As we experience growth, visibility, and acceptance, the temptation of missing the will and purpose of God always knock on our doors. This sermon is relevant because it will keep us on check and keeps our conscience alive as to our walk of faith in Christ. Giving to the needy and the less privileged is the emphasis here in this message, a proof of our love for Christ. It takes grace to be a giver, but when we can demonstrate giving in humility, it's a proof of our love for Christ. Watch this and be blessed.
Let me address the word concerning the ministry of God. Ministry of God is more than full crowd. Healing, deliverance, prophecy is more than that. Ministry of God is all about where you are coming from. By what authority are you doing all this? That is what ministry is all about. So I want to advise every one of us, you can easily discover yourself if you start this. The little you have, you can still give out of it to the needy. If you say you love God, God loves the stranger, love the widow, love the orphan, love the needy. You should be under obligation to love your fellow brother, to love others, to love neighbors. You should be under obligation. You must be concerned about the just and treatment of your fellow brothers. All the apostles we read about, it started from this. If we are not armed for battle, we will fight the wrong battle. Before at all you heard about TB Joshua, I was in the ministry of giving for many years before the Lord raised me to the level I am today. Apostolic ministry started from where? Giving ministry. Through his love, we love. By his love, we are a new man. In his love, we have newness of life. God's love centers in his will. And what is his will now? Let's define it. It is his will to give. It is our will to give back and also to receive the gifts freely given. We ministers of God, including TB Joshua, let us come to understanding. For lasting ministry, giving ministry must follow. It is the giving ministry that services ministry. Tell your neighbor. Now, that is the ministry of God. You yourself, you know you need to service your life and to service your professional job. Are you a lawyer? Are you an accountant? Whatever you are doing. Without this given ministry, where your money goes determine the supply. So please let us service our life. Tell your neighbor, service your life. Tell your neighbor again. Knowing God's love will enable you to press on to tomorrow. Tell your neighbor. Will enable you to press on to tomorrow. no matter what stands before you, when everything around you seems to suggest that there is no way, there is no hope, knowing God's love will enable you to press on. If your faith is lifted up, let us see your hand. Thank you.